channel, Find Joy in the Journey. I didn't know if you could hear me because I had the large fan on, so I'm going to say hi again. It's Natalie, and welcome to my channel, Find Joy in the Journey. I just got home. I did run some errands earlier today, and of course, I did a quick run through in, I want to say I went to Lowe's. Right now, our Lowe's, our Home Depot, they don't have any fall crops out right now. The only places where you can get fall crops are like the local nursery, Clegg's. Only Clegg's. There's also another local nursery, Louisiana Nursery, and they don't have anything yet. Matter of fact, I spoke to one of the associates, and he said give it about 2 or 3 more weeks, and that's when our crops will be coming in. Now, I was told a while back that right now it's hard to get them shipped in because they can't even get them to stay alive on the truck. It's so hot right now. Today, in my car, now we've had several days of temps in the 80s, which was so nice. I got a lot of work done in the garden, in the Joy Garden. I really enjoyed the Joy Garden with those temperatures. And then they had cloud coverage, so that made it even nicer. But what we have in the South is humidity. So even when you have temperatures in the 80s, you still have the humidity, and it makes it so miserable. It literally drains you of your energy. But I did tell you that we were gonna shoot back up to the 90s, and today is one of those days. Okay, let's see. Well, one second. I had to get my phone because I want to actually check the temperature. I know in my car when I was driving along, it said 99, but you know that's the temperature in that area because like the car is sitting out in the heat, okay, while I'm going in and out of the stores. So it said 99, and then the closer I came to driving here back on my side, it went down to 97. But that's still an indication that it is burning hot outside. So right now it is 93 degrees. But let me tell you something. I just got home and walked over there to the garden. The cucumber plant is drooping, but I'm looking at the other vegetables. Now, I will say this. Before I left this morning, I did sort of missed the little seedlings and transplants that I have in my greenhouse over here, the new greenhouse. I did give them a little spritz of water because there's collards, broccoli, mustards, Chinese cabbage, and there's some other cabbage plants that I just purchased, and they're in little tiny cells. They're in little tiny transplant cells. So they dry up fast. They absorb that moisture very quickly, so I knew they needed a drink. But I noticed that the other veggies out in the garden were still nice and perky. The cucumber plant was too this morning, but now it's droopy. Okay, so that's what I was doing just now. I was giving everything a quick drink. But I tell you what, we're gonna go take a look right now. I'll show you that the other plants, they look pretty good. You know, even without, I'm gonna water them, but they actually look kind of perky even with these hot temperatures. That's a surprise to me. So let's go look real quick. Now look at this. Okay, now I know you see that there's a powder on there. That is 8 garden dust. I was trying to get rid of these little caterpillars that are attacking my broccoli and my Chinese cabbage here. So, and I did a video about that. So I will go ahead and post that video about how I learned to use that garden dust. But I just want you to see, look how the leaves are basically standing up. That's the broccoli, that's the Destiny broccoli, and it is heat tolerant. My Tom Thumb lettuce, my shadow's in the way. That's my Tom Thumb lettuce. Let's give you another look at the Chinese cabbage. There you go. And those are two Cheers cabbage plants in that same little, I'll call it my planter pool or my pool planter. Okay. This is Destiny broccoli. Let me get a little closer. That's a Cheers cabbage plant. Those are mustards. Look at that. For mustards to be that perky, as hot as it is, I did not water these. I watered them yesterday, but that was hours and hours ago. These plants have not been watered, and I want you to see how nice and perky they are. I'll let you see the cucumber plant. You're gonna feel sorry for that poor little cucumber plant. Those are the Marguerite sweet potatoes. Those are the Macatia. I'm going to clean this little area out. Those are mustards and collards. And these are some that I planted in the spring. So I'm going to go ahead and clear that out, harvest, and use what I can. And what is not good, I will put in the compost bin. Just trying to do a quick little walkthrough so you can see that even without being watered, okay? Even without being watered. I haven't watered anything. Look how nice everything looks. That's a beefsteak plant, one of my seedlings. That's also a beefsteak plant. I said that's the little brother, the baby brother, and the big brother. I put that one in the soil first. That's also one of my seedlings. It's a beefsteak plant, tomato plant. This is cabbage, and it's called Primo Vantage. But what I'm really showing you is how nice and spry everything is. Okay? Those are sweet potatoes also. Those are Beauregard sweet potatoes. From sweet potato slips that I made from my harvest of my Beauregard sweet potatoes. Okay? I'm going to turn around real quick. Those are also Primo Vantage cabbage plants there. And also you can get a better look at those mustards that I was just talking about. Look at that. The broccoli. That is bistro salad. Bistro salad blend. That's lettuce. Okay? That's the cucumber plant. I know. I swear. I'm going to get to it. Okay, I'm going to put this camera down and get to it, all right? That's my basil, super sweet basil. Genovese, super sweet Genovese basil. That's my oregano and my parsley. I harvested off that parsley several times, and now it doesn't look too good, but that's okay. Like I said, I've harvested off it several times. That's my oregano there, and the rosemary. Those are my rosemary plants. This is without being watered, y'all. I'm telling you, but I'm gonna get to work on those cucumbers right now. This is I'm gonna lift the cover up so you can really see. These are mustards. More mustards. It's in a raised bed. Sorry about the shaky cam, but I wanted you to see. Look how nice and spry they are in this heat. Have not been watered. Those are red kidney beans back there. Those are newer plants. Over there, those are the older plants, and I need to cut off some of those ugly leaves. I really had to battle for those red kidney beans. The insects really got to them. I think they were spider mites or something. Okay? But everything looks pretty good. Even, now normally the okra is really, really suffering in the heat, but the okra looks pretty good. But everything's gonna get a drink. When I water, especially at this time of the day, I water directly to the soil. I just saturate the container soil. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get the watering hose and get to work. Okay? Now this one, this little baby here, yeah, definitely needs some water. So over here, I just wanted to give you a quick look at what I have in the greenhouse. These are seedlings. These are onions. I don't know how well they're going to do. I've never had success growing onions, but I do have onions in those little peat pellets. Okay? These are some of my seedlings that I purchased from Clegg's. Like I said, right now, that's the only place that's going to have fall transplants. That's broccoli. It's called Arcadia. I wanted to try that. I already have two different varieties in my garden right now, which is the Destiny and the Green Magic. So I wanted to try this broccoli. It's called Arcadia. Okay. I do have mustards too. This is a variety called, I want to say it's Red Giant. That's it. There we go. Red Giant broccoli. Mustard, I'm sorry. 45 days. So that's going to grow pretty quick. Okay. These are more sweet potato slips that I was creating. It's a little walk-in greenhouse. Isn't this cool? I'm actually inside the greenhouse. That's a dragonfly. All right. I don't know if they can do damage or not. Now, these do look like they need, I did water them this morning, but they need some attention. That's red jewel cabbage. Got some Georgia collards back there. What else? I wanted to show you something. I had another variety in here. Let's see. I wanted to show you. I'm in here with this, what is this? I'm in here with the dragonfly, and now he's getting mad at me. I had another, okay, it's down here. I apologize. This is called Ruby Perfection. That's also a cabbage. Ruby Perfection. And some more red jewel. That's my Chinese cabbage, and if you're wondering why I have the dust on it in here, because it was actually being attacked by insects in here. Matter of fact, I saw a moth in here this morning, and those moths are the ones that lay eggs for the cabbage looper, sorry. So yeah, I sprinkled some of the dust in here also, because even in the greenhouse, because I keep the greenhouse door open, I was still getting some insect problems. This must all be Georgia. These are Georgia collards. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna step out. Should I even tell you what that is over there? I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I know I preached about I will never start my corn from seeds again. Well, I did. That's more corn. I want to try it again. I had a harvest, but it was kind of picky looking. So I'm going to see if I have time to grow some more. So I just started them from seedlings, but this is it. All right, I'm back at the table. Oh my gosh. Hi, Drake. So I'm going to get back to watering, especially I got to get to that cucumber plant. Everything was fertilized yesterday, and I mean everything. From the front yard, all my ferns and the plants that I have in the front yard, and then I did the banana plants on the side of the house. Then I went in the backyard and just did everything. I'm talking about the okra, everything that's in the garden, even the tomato plants. And one of the tomato plants, it's at its end stage because it's a determinate tomato plant, and I think it has produced all the tomatoes it's going to produce. That's that Somerset. So any of the tomatoes that you see in my little harvest videos, that's from the Somerset. That's the only thing that has produced tomatoes for me. It's been a real hard, it's been a real struggle with tomatoes this summer. And so because of the heat, and I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again because maybe somebody didn't hear it. Tomato plants like temperatures 65 degrees to 85. That's their little sweet spot right there. 65 to 85. When you go 90 and above, the flowers will not pollinate. It stunts the flowers, and they won't pollinate. So if you don't have flowers, you don't have those blossoms, then you will not grow tomatoes. So it doesn't completely kill the plant, but it will stop the production of your tomatoes. It won't produce. So that's what happened with both of the indeterminate tomato plants. I have a Celebrity and I have a Better Boy, and they're indeterminate. And not only that, but a doggone hornworm, and I put footage of that on my channel. A hornworm. I noticed that there were these little grenade-shaped droppings all over that area. When I say grenade, they're kind of a greenish color, and they shape like little tiny grenades. And I was like, I have no idea what these droppings will mean, who made these droppings, or what insect or bird or what animal, whatever, made these little droppings. I had no idea. And I didn't really notice that the leaves were disappearing, especially off the larger tomato plant, which is the Better Boy. And then finally one day I just looked up. I'm like, where are the leaves? This thing has been picked clean. And then I'm looking around on the ground and the surface, and it is covered in those little droppings. I looked up. I took a picture of the droppings and I looked it up, and it said it was caterpillar frass or poo droppings. But then one day I'm out in the garden. I'm about to harvest my tomatoes off the plant that's covered, which is the Somerset, and I'm lifting up the little cover, and there it is, hanging on to the bottom of the insect netting. Huge hornworm. It's a caterpillar. And it's huge. It's huge and fat. It won't hurt you, it won't bite you, but it will destroy a plant in one day. So that's another thing. It's like dealing with the insects and the heat. I still managed to get a harvest. Lots of okra. I've been doing pretty well with bell peppers. This is my first time growing bell peppers. So I'm very pleased with what I did get. Because I started growing bell peppers in the spring, and it didn't turn out well at all. And you would think that'd be an optimal time to grow peppers because the weather is so nice. I didn't get anything. So they actually started producing when it did. The temperatures were warmer. Some peppers are decent size, some are pretty small. I've been using techniques that I've learned on how to get the plant to produce larger peppers by kind of pruning off or picking off the smaller peppers. And you don't want the plant to concentrate on growing so many peppers at once, but just concentrate on growing at least about 6 to 8 peppers on one plant per plant, preferably 6, I would think, so you can get larger peppers. I have a plant over there that it could have about 14 peppers growing at one time. And that's really taxing that plant, you know. It's putting all its energy and all its nutrients into all those peppers. And then it still has little flowers coming up there. So basically I learned to go and just kind of pick those little flowers off, and also to pick off some of the smaller peppers, and also the ones where you see that they're blemished, like they could have sun scald or maybe even blossom end rot, because with the frequent watering of the summertime, and even sometimes there's heavy rains, the plant can't keep up with even if you are adding calcium to the plant, it can't distribute the calcium throughout the roots, and then you have a calcium deficiency, and that's what causes blossom end rot. All these things: when to water, when not to water, don't wet the leaves, do wet the leaves, don't put this on there, don't put that on there, you know. So it's a lot, but it's fun. I like stuff like that. I love figuring it out, and I love trying different things and doing it in a different way. And sometimes I just I may learn from someone else, or I may just come up with something creative on my own, and I really like that. It makes me feel like I'm smart. It makes me feel smart if I come up with something clever on my own. But yeah, I learn a lot from other YouTubers, more experienced than I am, young and old. I learned how to harvest my oregano from a guy that has to be in his 20s. But he did such a good job, and he on that video. I saved it in. I have a little playlist, a private playlist of videos where I learned something, and I call it Garden Tips. I've named the playlist Garden Tips, and I have all those videos saved where I got great information from someone that helped me in my garden, so I can remember it. If I need to refer back to it, it's there on my little playlist. So I am going to get back to watering because that cucumber plant needs me, and I've already harvested. That's my Dasher 2 cucumber plant, and I've already harvested off that plant twice. No joke. I feel like I just put it in the ground, in the soil. I'm sorry, container garden. I feel like I just put it in a container, just not too long ago, and I'm already getting cucumbers. So let me go take care of my plant and do some more watering. And as I always say, if I do anything interesting, I will record it and share it with you. So I'm going to sign off now. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Bye now.